Happy Tuesday, everybody. This is Katie with Limitless You Health Coaching, your custom approach to weight loss. And speaking of weight loss, we're going to talk a little bit today about all these different diet programs and nutrition programs and finding one that works well for you. There's eating paleo, there's doing a juice cleanse, there's Atkins. Is that even around anymore? I think so. I think I saw a commercial for it. South Beach diet, all these different types of diets and ways of eating, because there's always new research coming out saying this is the way you should eat now, this is how you should do it now. But there's a few characteristics of these meal plans that you should try to avoid, because sometimes if you're hitting off these things that I'm talking about, you can end up actually gaining more weight after you're done doing your program than you originally started with, and you're not really learning the skills of creating a healthy lifestyle, because maybe you're just eating shakes or just having bars, or you'll see. I'll talk about it here. So first of all, if the program that you're on is telling you to cut too many calories, that is an issue, especially for women. I mean, minimum 1,200 calories daily. If you're active, 1,400 or more. If this type of program is telling you to cut calories significantly, you're going to end up, your body's going to start eating your muscle. And because it thinks it's starving, it's going to be storing more fat. And then you can end up binging later because you're not eating enough. So if it's cutting too many calories, it's no good. Also, any type of food group or program that eliminates whole food groups. Now, if you have some sort of allergy, like to gluten or dairy, yes, remove those foods from your diet. But if you can only eat vegetables, or you are only allowed to eat bacon, or whatever it is, you're missing nutrients from all the different foods that are available to you. And so again, this can lead to cravings, binging, and of course then you're not giving your body the nutrients it needs to function on a regular basis. Also, if I say to you, don't think about bumblebees, what did you just think about? Bumblebees. So if you're on a diet that says you can never have chocolate or whatever, that's all you're going to want. That's all you're going to be thinking about. So allow yourself those little treats, or allow yourself to have a balanced diet, because some of the healthiest types of dieters, or not dieters, but the healthiest types of programs and people I know allow themselves to be real people and eat some sweets every so often. If the program doesn't mesh with your lifestyle, this is something to take into consideration. If you work 3 jobs, if your schedule takes you out of the country or out of the state and you're living out of a hotel room, maybe a program that involves a lot of blending or a lot of cooking or a lot of meal prep isn't right for you. So think about your lifestyle before jumping into a program. Also, programs that require that you eat the same foods over and over again. Maybe it's just shakes, it's just broth, it's just bars. Sort of with the eliminating all the food groups, you're going to have binges, you're going to be craving things, and you're going to end up wanting to eat everything opposite, because the spice of life, right? Variety is the spice of life. So if you want consistency, give yourself that variety, actually. Again, if the program doesn't allow any room for indulgences, bad news. Most of the time, you're going to be thinking about how you really want this chocolate or this wine or whatever, and then you end up overdoing it instead of living a balanced lifestyle of eating mostly whole foods and then giving yourself that wiggle room. Another one to be aware of are these programs that are only liquid. It can be okay if you had a really, really bad vacation and you ate a ton of junk. I don't see a huge problem with doing like a 1-day juice detox just to get rid of all the junk in your body. But if you're only drinking broth, or you're only having cabbage soup or juicing for a week or longer, here's the problem. First of all, your metabolism is going to slow way down. Are you even getting enough calories, enough nutrients from these foods? And yeah, you'll probably lose weight, but what happens afterwards? You're going to be ravenous, and you're going to be eating everything in sight, and you're going to gain all of that weight right back. They're not super convenient, especially always having to juice everything, but most importantly is, are you getting enough nutrients, and how is this going to affect you afterwards? And then finally, if the program forces you to only eat foods you hate, that's going to be a problem. Much like not having enough variety, you're not going to want to eat the foods that are supposed to be helping you. Now, I mean, I'm sure everybody would choose something sweet or some junk food over a salad, like maybe, right? Like I probably would too. So there is some sacrifice made when you are making these healthy choices and changing your health. But if you hate a certain type of food and your program tells you you have to eat this food, you're probably not going to stick to it, and it's going to be a waste of time and a waste of your money. So keep those things in mind next time you're looking for a program. It's nice to get a customized approach to what you're trying to do, but certainly don't waste your time or your money if those types of things, like it's only liquid, you can only eat this certain type of food, or you're never allowed to have these types of foods. It's just not realistic. So think about it before you commit. Hope you have a fabulous rest of your week, and I'll see you next week.